and welcome to my channel again. Today we're about to start our weekly journal. I'm excited to share with you a few things that I already finished and they are about to come out as a pattern, as a video tutorial and so on. And also in this video we will finish the Lindsay bag because I managed to finish it. I know that last week I was explaining how to make a top-down sweater or top without thinking of making a gauge swatch or so on, and I was giving you a few tips. So this week we will continue with the Lindsay bag because I finished it. I already started a second one because I was really excited about how it turned out. So yeah, let's just get started. Okay, so welcome for another weekly journal. My name is Katarina and I'm the person behind By Katarina Designs. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, please do it, as I'm trying to do my best and give you some great video tutorials and also crochet video tutorials, and also to share with you my weekly journals, sharing what I'm working on, what are my projects and so on. So yeah, I hope you will enjoy this channel. So let's get started with what I was working on this week. And the most important and the most, I don't know, in the end I love it, is the desired dress, the white version of the black version of the dress. And I will put a video or something over here because I don't want to pull it out again. I was taking photo with it. I was doing all the things, preparing for the video tutorial and for the written patterns, and now it's somewhere in my closet and I want to keep it there because it's so and anyways, it's nothing, it's not looking the same if I'm showing you like this as how it looks when it's dressed. So yeah, so this is the dress. It ended up a bit longer. You know that I used the Schrepia Katona, which is fingering weight mercerized cotton yarn, and I kind of feel it. I was telling you even from the black dress that it was a bit stiff, or not that soft, that drapey, I don't know how to say it. So when I wash it, I use some fabric softener thinking that it will be changing the fiber. Where it changed, but only that we were talking about that cotton and some projects, even if the yarn is not stretchy, because of the heaviness and being a bigger project, it can stretch and get longer. So it was a bit longer. Maybe if I will remove one round of motifs, it will be fine. But as you can see it in the photos or videos, I like it so much with a belt at the waist and just then overlapping a bit. It's looking so pretty, and with something underneath. I was wearing like a skirt, a black skirt. I don't know how it's called, those second skin stuff. It can be even bikers leggings or something like that. It's really nice and I love the vibe. So I'm working on the pattern right now. I hope that I will get the motifs in different sizes, so the pattern will be available in different sizes. I'm thinking to go up to extra large, which will be, I think, 116 centimeters bust circumference. So I hope that this will cover many people that will want to make this dress. And this dress is like the construction is top down, which means that you can make it even as a top. If you don't like the full length or even at mid length, you can stop wherever you want with the length and it will be perfect. Also, if you don't want to wear the long bell sleeves, it can be adjusted as well. You can put less motifs on the sleeves or less rows rounds, and then you can have shorter sleeves. So I like it that it's easy adjustable, even if I wasn't thinking that it will be like this. And if I manage to get those motifs in different sizes, so I will get the bigger sizes as well, then it will be perfect. So I'm pretty excited with this dress. I love it so much, and I hope you will love it too. Now, another thing that I was working on this week is the top that I'm wearing. I still have the yarn attached to it, so I didn't finish it. But I was trying it on, and I think the length it's okay, and I will go with a bit of a ribbing like here, like front post, back post, double crochet. And then I kind of love it like this with short sleeves, but I don't know, I will do it in longer sleeves. I don't know why I have this feeling that it will look nice like a summer sweater or something. But again, because it's a top-down construction, you can adjust that, which is perfect. So if you like it like a short sleeve top, and this linen yarn is really nice, so it feels so nice, and I can't wait to finish it and try the shampoo that Langyor sent me, because it's specific for linen fiber, and I'm curious to see how this will end up looking after blocking. And a third thing that I was working on, and that was it because I didn't have time for anything else, as the dress was consuming a lot of time. Oh, because because I needed to wait for the yarn. I didn't got enough, then I had to wait for the yarn. Now that I'm thinking that I could make it have me make it shorter, then the yarn was enough. But yeah, this is life. So yeah, the next thing is the Lindsay bag. Let me see if I can. So this is the Lindsay bag that I finished. I used leather straps for this, and you'll see in the video, because we will work on the finishing this bag right away, that these leather straps, or I don't know if it's a genuine leather, but anyways, are coming with these two holes, and this means that there are some buttons that you put them there to secure the straps. But I didn't had they are like blockers, or I don't know how to say it, a bigger circle out of plastic that will help not to get out those small metal thingies, which I didn't had. I have the small metal thingies, but I didn't have those plastics, so because of that it wasn't working. So I decided to sew them to the bag, and I think it's kind of perfect like this. And it's a pretty big bag, which is what I wanted to use it for this summer. And not only for this summer, but I just started because I had some black jute, and I just started to make another one, and I made it smaller. So I just tried to make it smaller. So for this one I have a base of 39 stitches plus the 2 stitches that we will increase on, and with this one I just started with 27 stitches, so keeping a multiple of 3 as well. So in total I chain 29. So this will be a bit smaller, I hope. If my gauge, it will be the same, because I didn't check that, or my tension kind of looks like the same right now. But yeah, we'll see. I hope that it will get smaller because this was the idea, but we will see. If I will have another big bag like this, then it will be perfect. Now if you didn't started working on this bag, then, and if you want to check before and make sure to make a gauge swatch, meaning, and make sure that the size will be a proper one, you need to work a swatch in the stitch pattern over here, which you can see in the tutorial, and you will chain multiple of 3 plus 1 and make the gauge swatch into this. You can be on flat, so it won't change that much if you are, because one row is just with chains. So, and then you will calculate how many stitches you will want around for the, after making the gauge, to get to that size of your bag. And then you should know that this number is the final number that you will have of stitches that you will need after making the base. So with the increases that we are doing on the base, we are adding let me see, so we are going with 2 plus 1 increase. Let me check. Yeah, so with 2 plus 1, this is for stitches multiplied by 3, 12. So we are adding 24 stitches to the base. Okay, so from the number of stitches that you need to get that size, needed size of your bag, you remove or subtract 24 stitches, and then that will be the number that you should start with as a base, adding those 2 stitches from the multiple of 3, adding those 2 stitches. So you need to subtract 24 stitches, because these 24 stitches we are adding at the base before increasing and before starting our pattern. So to know with how many stitches to start before starting to increase, you need to subtract those stitches. And of course, if you're deciding to work more rounds on the base, making this thicker, then you should subtract the number of stitches that you increase with. So you have here, I have 3 sets of 1 increase and 2 single crochet, which means 12 stitches, and in the other side as well. If you work 1 round in plus, this means 1 increase, 3 single crochet, which is 5 stitches. So we will have 15 stitches here and 15 stitches here, so we need to subtract 30 stitches. So yeah, this was what I was working on this week. I have a great feeling that it was a productive week. Now the worst part begin, because I need to start writing the patterns and editing video tutorials, so a lot of work. Now is not more of a crochet time, but more of a computer time and so on, which is not that fun as the crochet part of this job, but anyways, it's beautiful. So now let's get into the Lindsay bag tutorial, and let me show you how to finish this bag. We have only a few things to discuss, so it won't take too long. And yeah, I think that was it for today. Okay, so I finished the high length of the bag, and now I want to make a border like over here, just in single crochet. And to do that, we will do 1 round with this chain stitches, but remember that here we did a single crochet, chain 3 and skip 2 stitches, so we need 3 stitches to get to the same number of stitches that we start with. So now I chained 1, and I will go and make 1 single crochet, and then I will chain 2 and go into the middle double crochet and work a single crochet. This will stretch the fabric a bit because this is now used with the chain 3, but it will have the same number of stitches as we start with. Okay, so now we will repeat this until the end of the round with chain 2, 1 single crochet into the middle double crochet. Like this. Okay, now we will slip stitch into the first single crochet, and now we will start to single crochet all around and into the chain stitches as well. I'm going exactly into the chain because I want to have a nice edge over here, but if you find it easier, you can go under the chain like this. There's nothing wrong with that, and we will continue to the end of the round. Now I will slip stitch into the first single crochet, and then we will keep working a few more rounds in single crochet. If you want to keep a symmetry, then you can work as many rounds as are visible here, or as you like it. Now, because I didn't said what I was working on, so I worked for the length 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 rounds. And now I think that I will work something like 7 rounds maybe, just in single crochet. Okay, so I finished the bag. I just got out of yarn and I said that this 4 rows are enough. Now if you want to make this straps right into the bag, you can continue single crochet, then chain as many stitches as you want depending on how long you want the straps to be, and then continue with single crochet. Go on the other side, chain, and finish the row. Of course that you will need to count the number of stitches and use stitch markers to know so the straps will be perfectly in line, and then you will continue to work single crochet stitches all around. So this will be a version. Now I have here some they're not leather, but it's like leather, and I want to place them like this. The only issue that I have is that these stripes are not with I think you can sew them, but I don't know how better it will hold, so you can go with the yarn from here to here, or you can use these things like this and place them. Because it's a pretty thick fabric, I don't know if this will hold, so I might want to go and put some stitches, but let me try and see if it's working. For these leather straps, these are from Hobby, Go Handmade, but the ones that I use for the Hessian Tosayud bag, which has this stitching over here, and I think it's handy this way, so you can search. These are both from Etsy, so you can search, and when you see this holes, small holes over here, means that you can stitch them and it will be easier this way. First, what you need to make sure, let's put this hammer away, is the needle that you are using to be able to get through the hole in your strap. Okay, so now I will take this yarn and see if I can put it through the needle. It might be too thick. Okay, if it's too thick, you can split it. It's fine. I will make a knot over here, maybe 2, and now I said that I will put them having 3 motifs to the left and right. And like this. I will go several times because I have only these 2 holes and I want to hold properly. This was built for those thingy. I'm trying to put the yarn twisted, maybe to hold a bit better. And it will look prettier too. Sorry for that noise, a shell just, okay, it's holding. Let's go one more time. I'm trying to go behind as well. And then here, more stitches, better. Now I will try to twist it again. Ouch. If you have smaller holes like in the other bag straps, then you can use a thinner yarn for stitching. Okay, let's just try to secure that. On this thicker yarn, I always like to, I don't know, to use sewing thread and a small needle and try to secure these ends, or you can use a hot glue gun as well to glue these ends and make sure that they will stay in place. Okay, now I will do the same with the other one. So I went with 1, 2, 3, so into the fourth and into this 2 stitches, 2 motifs, and this is how I'm placing the handles. But you can do it differently if you would like so. Okay, so let me finish this and then basically the bag is done. Okay, so this was with Lindsay Bag. I still have a few things to show because Lindsay asked for more things like linen, how to use hardware for the straps, and I think I already explained a few with those things. If you're working like a tube straps, as I showed you, you can put a rope inside that tube, which will prevent the straps to getting too stretchy. And yeah, some other things, I don't know. If you give me some hints, maybe I will I will try to do some research about it. And with the linen, is not for these types of bags, I'm not really into putting the linen. It has holes, but they are not that big. And I think the linen becomes mandatory when you are working with thinner yarn, because then the linen will hold the heaviness that you put in the bag and prevent of stretching it too bad. But considering that it's worked with macrame cord, I don't think it needed. I also, with my previous bag that I made, which is the Tosa Ute bag, I didn't use linen as well. So I'm not avoiding putting linen. I know that it's kind of giving a more professional look of the bag, and it's a great finishing, but the reason why I'm not doing it is that I don't have a sewing machine and I don't know how to sew on a sewing machine, even if I will get one. And doing this by hand is not really easy. I did it a few times, but yeah, it's easier if you have a sewing machine and you simply put the lining. So what you will need a desired fabric, and then on the fabric you are placing the bag like this. The fabric needs to be folded so you will have 2 layers of the fabric, and then you are placing the bag flat and try to contour the bag. And of course you need to give a bit of sewing edges, yeah, because then it will be too small if you are contouring right on the bag. And after sewing that fabric in shape of the same bag, you simply place it inside, and then using, depending on the sewing machine that you have, if it can get through a thicker fabric like this, you can sew the linen inside with the bag. If not, you can use you can do it by hand, and you just place it in here. And of course, if you want some pockets inside or some other stuff, then you will have to work on that linen first, and then put in the pockets and everything, and then place it inside and sew it. So yeah, I think basically this is it with the linen, and now I will get back to work to start making the rhythm pattern for the desired dress because she's ready and I can wait to put it out there. And hopefully this will be next week if everything will go smoothly and well, and nothing will interfere in my life, like I don't know, kids and so on, and I will have enough time. Then it will be doable for the next week. If not, then week after that is it. And yeah, so thank you so much for being here today again with me. Now we finished the Lindsay bag and we have no other project for the next week. So if you have any suggestion, what should we work on? Or maybe you have another suggestion about what we should do into the further videos, and you have any suggestion, please let me know. And now that I say that, I just to remind myself that I didn't check the Google form before starting to film this video, so I'm sorry for that. If it's someone that just wrote me something, I will check it now and I will try to put something in the description box regarding the question or whatever it was. If it was a nothing, and we will discuss it next week. If it was a nothing, then yeah, forget that I said something. Okay, thank you so much for being here. I wish you to have great weekend. I hope you'll have great weather. This weekend will be perfect for going at the beach and so on. So I hope you'll find a great time with people that you love, and see you next week. Bye.